Welcome to Stubborn Faith with Angelique Chase. Here we remember what anchors us, lean into truth, and reflect on the kind of faith that holds firm, rooted in Scripture and chosen again each day. Let's begin. Choose success, not a mess. That sounds logical, but stick with me. We know God's views on success can differ greatly from the world's take on what is success. Consider Jesus' death. By world standards, that could be considered a terrible failure. He did everything he was supposed to do, was perfect, and yet he was wrongly accused and crucified and died. For God, his crucifixion was a shining success. Isaiah chapter 53, verse 4 and 5. Surely he took up our pain and bore our suffering. Yet we considered him punished by God, stricken by him, and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed. We're healed. You cannot judge failure and success by worldly standards or based on your own understanding. Have you ever felt God that led you into something, then everything seemed to go wrong? You considered it a complete failure? Or how about in the middle of the journey and you feel like you're failing because you don't understand how you can continue this or where it's going to resolve or when, and you just seem lost in the middle of it? Okay, so talk to him about what is going on and be honest with him. If you don't understand, just be honest, right? God will always be by your side. He will give you encouragement and the steps to take, even if they're just small ones, slightly unrecognizable even. And he gives it to you in doses that are just for today, because he knows that's all we can handle. You take those steps and you don't give up. Choose his plan for success. It's not over until he says so. John chapter 19, verse 30. Jesus said, "It is finished." With that, he bowed his head and he gave up his spirit. Rely on his reasonings for where you are. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to believe. Failure strikes when you detour from him and try things on your own. That just makes a big mess, by the way. Consciously make efforts to keep your eye on him. He knows what lies ahead, and he is walking you through it step by step. You don't have to see the end to know how you're going to get there, because it's not for us to understand. That's where faith comes in, right? You got to have faith. You got to trust. If he gave us all the answers, first of all, we'd be completely overwhelmed and we'd just throw our hands up in the air and give up because it would be way too complicated for us to even begin to understand. Use these opportunities to grow closer to him and to be open to gain his wisdom and understanding as you listen and learn from him. Now that's success. Anytime you learn something new, that's success. Psalm chapter 16, verse 9 through 11. Therefore, my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure, because you will not abandon me to the realm of the dead, nor will you let your faithful ones see decay. You make known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand. So, stay in his presence, seeking him, staying the course. Stick with the plan until he says it is finished. Only then will you be truly successful, and it's not going to look like you imagined. It's going to be greater. When we choose our way, we are just going to make it a big mess. You can choose the mess, but I say choose his success. Take the truth, pocket the strength, and most of all, hold on to your stubborn faith. Thanks for spending this time with me. If this stirred something in you today, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. And check out Anchor Affirm's other series, The Quiet Word, for meditation, journaling, or a time of prayer, and Refine in 5, offering you 5 tips to elevate your everyday. See you there.